Welcome to Film Roots. We'll be discussing the eating of brains. Technically speaking, zombies eating brains is a subset characteristic of the genre. It was created by Dan O'Bannon for Return of the Living Dead, 1985.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
The film serves as a sort of spin-off of Night of the Living Dead, circa 1968. It's horror, but with a good bit of satire mixed in for fun. Return of the Living Dead is a cult flick in its own right. If you enjoy zombie films, you need to check it out. It represents a creative departure from George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, 1978. Some say the seminal flick was a Ronald Reagan-era consumer culture critique, but Reagan wasn't in office yet. It is, however, a critique on consumerism in general, which largely defined the excess of the Reagan era. A film that would be a direct response to Reagan is John Carpenter's They Live.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Let's get back to eating brains. According to Return, zombies are capable of speech and basic thought.
Brains!
This makes no biological sense, but don't overthink it. It's not that kind of movie. Return's zombies are also more mobile and they engage in strategy, setting up traps and such. It was this particular brand of zombie that craved brains. They can't die, and being undead is extremely painful. Something about the eating of brains provides a momentary relief from the misery of being a reanimated corpse. They aren't so much hungry as they're looking for a fix. Brains are basically their heroin or crack. They're undead brain-eating crackheads.
See that movie? Night of the Living Dead.
Russo worked on Night of the Living Dead with Romero, and with O'Bannon on Return. He had different ideas about where the franchise should go, hence the deviation. They wrote the flick together, O'Bannon directed. They wanted to make sure these zombies were distinct from Romero's. They spun the original Night of the Living Dead as having been some filmmaker's attempt at telling what had been a true life story. But this filmmaker was forced to change the details around, by the government. It's a cool concept. It's not a sequel to Night of the Living Dead, while still acknowledging that some version of that film's events occurred in world. Basically, when characters in the Return of the Living Dead's world walk into a video store, they can rent a copy of Night of the Living Dead, which in their world is based on a true story, one that was of course covered up by the military. That's meta, and rather clever. Anyhow, the brain-eating zombie thing became part of our undead lexicon, as if it had always been. But it's actually not that common for contemporary zombies to be portrayed as brain-eaters. The idea has fallen out of favor, while still enduring in our psyche, popping up here and there, like in that Facebook meme. That about does it. I hope you all felt informed and entertained. If you like the content, hit like and subscribe. Perhaps share this with the zombie lover in your life. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching.